fun going up against 17 in practice, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Every day, I know for a fact that he finna make me better somehow, some way.
Jair's told us the story about, I think, his very first practice here in 2018. Davante kind of burned him off the line, and he learned from that and vowed to, never make that mistake again. How is it, just learning from that? Obviously, you're going to get beat going up against a guy like that. How do you learn from that stuff?
Just continue to ask him questions like, hey, man, like, what do you see here? What can I work on here? And just continue not to be scared to go up against him. Like, hey, man, like, this is it. Like, you the best wide receiver in the game. Like, I'm trying to pick everything that I can for you and just learn. So, like, bro, you can't be scared to mess up.
That play he made in the end zone and red zone on the back shoulder fade, the first day you had him, guessing you don't see that very often at Georgia. What went through your mind after that play? I mean,
pretty much it was just like I just looked at it like, hey man, that's a great throw, great catch, and just moved on to where like I know for a fact like I looked at the film and all that stuff, me, Coach Gray, and all of us, to where like I'm just looking like he's just saying you gotta look through his eyes, like his eyes tell you everything and all that stuff. To where like once you see his eyes turn and how his shoulders turn, all that stuff, you could tell it was a back shoulder, and just giving me little tips here and there. So like it's just a learning curve.
How beneficial is it to have a guy like Jair not only to learn from on the field, but also even the way he was with us last week? He just kind of keeps us all on our toes. Does he do that with you guys too in the locker room?
Yeah, Jair, like he's always on my case somehow, some way. To where like we could be in the weight room like constantly. I'm over there like I could just got done doing something, and he'll look over at me and he'll say, "Get to work, rookie," and all that stuff. So he always just on my case about something. But then after the constantly, like I know for a fact that he's finna make me better day in, day out. To where like he's coaching me up on the sideline, he's telling me this, he's teaching me that, and all that stuff. And he's a great person.
Your old position coach Charlton Warren said you asked to take snaps at star, safety, quarterback, and dime in the springs and summer. What motivated you to do that, and how do you feel that prepared you for the moment in front of you?
Just pretty much, it just gave me the more confidence to where like I know what job they have. I know for a fact to where like if it was called on that, I know I can go out there and I can play that position as well. To where like I'm just not trying to be like just anything like just one position. I'm trying to learn every little thing about it, everybody position, and know where my help at. And I know like I can pretty much be the safety to where like if somebody got a question, I can go ahead and coach them, teach them up in the future.
Is it true what Jair said that you need to bring more snacks?
See, once he said that, I actually brought snacks in, so that would make it crazy. Like I actually had my snacks. I took them out the truck. I put them in the room, and he just kept saying like, "Hey man, I'm gonna keep saying that you need to bring more snacks, bring more snacks." So Sunday, I literally went to Target, and I brought a lot of snacks, and then that's when he came in here and he said, "All right, now you cool." Rook, he literally said, "Rook, you are totally cool with me now," and all that stuff. So the snap issue is a done deal now. For right now, I know for a fact they'll be gone by Friday. So it's over with.
what's on the menu? Like, what did you get at Target?
Man, I got like 4 or 5 like jumbo like there's different candies. So like there's Snickers, Twix, Reese cups. And then I have bought some like 2 different big packs of Skittles, like the little individual Skittles, and then I have brought 4 or 5 bags, so like variety bags of chips. I have bought like 2 Chips Ahoy's. I have bought some Dum Dums. I have bought some, God, it was a lot. I bought some pistachios for Smash, because Smash love pistachio. That's weird. Smash love pistachios, and then I had got some more different stuff. So the room is filled with pretty much junk food. Let's just say that.
Did you get a checkout worker say when you went through, or did you just do the self-checkout?
Oh, I was not doing that self-checkout. I went straight to like the regular checkout there. After he was looking at it, he was like, "So what is this for? Are you having a big party?" I was like, "Nah, man, I'm on Ricky duty," and all this stuff. So he was like, "Oh man, this is a lot of junk food for just one person." I was like, "Trust me, man. It's about like 16, 17 of us. This going to be gone in about a week."
So you're on the good side of Jair Alexander and the bad side on the nutrition staff now, then?
That's very good true. That is very true. If the nutritionist walked in there, I don't think he'll be pleased.
What's it been like experiencing kind of the firsts of training camp, whether it's just having the fans there, but also riding the bikes in? I know we saw you tweet out the different pictures of you on the different bikes. So just what's it been like experiencing this all for the first time?
Man, it's been amazing. Like pretty much like how I said with the couch, and like, man, that's the best tradition ever. To where like just ride the bike, and I just can't wait till after COVID and all this stuff, to where like I can actually have a kid with me and all that stuff, and I can experience that too. But just like going through that, picking out a bike, around the bike, like it was like, bro, the first day it was rough. I forgot how to ride a bike for a little minute, so like my first little couple little movement, like I was finna fall. But then after that, just like getting back the hang of it, just bringing that inner child out pretty much back into you and all that stuff. It just pretty much, it just gets you ready for practice.
Jair said he would tell a player like you, look, now's your time to experiment. You know? And Matt LaFleur said, yeah, there's things that Davante has come up with his own creatively that we could never coach. But as a first-year player, that's got to be tough to think about trying things at the same time, making sure you're doing what Coach Jerry wants to do.
Yeah, like that's pretty, like yeah, that's pretty, it's like pretty rough right now to where like you want to go out there, you want to try new techniques that you really couldn't do in college or like you really couldn't do. But then again, you like, hey, I'm trying to make sure like everything's good on my end to where I'm not messing up on my end to where I'm just finna play my technique that I know I'm used to and just wait till I get more comfortable with it and all that stuff. But like it's just like the more comfortable you get with the scheme, the technique and everything, and then you can go ahead and start pretty much doing like how Jair said, like you go ahead and start going out and experiencing new little things, trying new things out and see how pretty much it goes.
What's your take on Joe Barry?
I love him. I love him. Absolutely. To where like he's a great coach. He always bring the energy, and he's gonna keep it real with you. Like he ain't gonna be around the bushes or anything. Like he's just gonna let you know straight up. But he's never trying to speak on the negative unless he have to. He's just trying to be a positive coach. He just keep you motivated and keep your confidence up.
What did you think of the interception Jair had today, and how did he play that? Did he kind of sucker Aaron into throwing it over there? Or?
Oh, pretty much Jair is Jair. I really have to go back and look at that film because I know I was on the other side locked up. So when I looked up, I see Jair in the air with the ball, and I'm like, oh man, like so now I gotta go back and gotta see what the call was, see how did he do it, and just go ahead and pick his brain about every little thing. Because again, he picked off 12. Like that's pretty hard to do.
Marquez was pretty adamant that even with you here, he's still the fastest player on the team. Any chance that's possibly true, or would you toast him?
I mean, like he can go ahead and meet me on the line, but you know, I gotta warm my hamstrings up. I gotta do a lot of little stretching before, but I still love me though. Like I just let him think that, but I still love me.
What was it like buying a house for your grandma this summer, being able to do that?
Oh man, that just I can't even put words. You see how I'm already struggling with it now. So there's stuff I just can't put into words, and that's one of them where I promised her since I was 14 that I was gonna get her that I was gonna get her dream house. And make it crazy, it's like she didn't know, like she been looking at the house and all that stuff, but somebody had made an offer for it, and not knowing that when they told me that, I had went behind her back pretty much, you could say, and I had like pretty much just bought it cash right then and there to her. Like she didn't know that and all that stuff, so she thought somebody else already had the house and all that stuff. So I still had her looking at different houses and all that stuff, but not knowing that I had got her a house for like, I done had it for like a month. And then finally when I was able to come back after OTAs and all that stuff, that's when I was able to give it to her, and it just pretty much broke down to it. Like that was just a feeling I can never forget pretty much.
So do you have any money left after buying a house and all those snacks?
Sadly, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. Like they keep saying like, oh man, where did your signing bonus? What did I say, man? I love my money. I love to keep my money. I'm not trying to keep spending this amount on snacks every week. So I'm trying to keep all I can.
Eric, are there details that Jerry Gray goes over on just the nuances of playing the position that you maybe have never even thought of or just hearing for the first time about what it takes at this level in particular?
Just pretty much just knowing your opponent. Like you gotta know like pretty much like the down and distance, like what teams like to do on first, second, third down, and all that stuff, and it just give you a better clue on everything else to it, like how you can pretty much like know your wide receiver and all that stuff. So it's just like little things to it, like they just keep hauling in, keep like pretty much pointing out and all that stuff to where you just gotta get more comfortable with it. You just gotta get more knowledge with it because there's some things that you can do in college that you can't do up here, and there's like little things where I'm trying to like just translate that over, all that stuff. So it's an adjustment. Let's just say that.
Eric, did I miss you throwing out the first pitch? Did that happen already?
Yeah, you missed
Did it
that.
go better than 50 Cent? Were you pleased with
Oh
that?
yeah, it was way better than 50. I made it to the plate. It just wasn't pretty, but I made it to the plate. It wasn't a pretty throw.
Do you feel like you did that? I know how you want to do the bike stuff. Do you feel like you're kind of assimilating to Wisconsin? I know A.J. Dillon's the one who's, running for mayor of Door County and whatever, but do you feel like you're kind of finding a home here early on?
Yeah, like it's like pretty much giving me my old town vibes, but well, not anymore because my city actually keep growing now. But like from the start, like pretty much Green Bay is giving me like my city type to it. Like there's like in my city, there's not like pretty much not too much around and all this stuff. So like it just getting me back into that comfort zone, just getting me back to where I'm just being me, to where I could just walk around freely, just knowing like I'm just me. So I don't gotta be in no big city where there's traffic, where there's this, where that. I'm just in a small city to where I can just enjoy my time.
Saw you a couple
more in the room, then we gotta go to Zoom.
a couple days ago. Looked like Aaron during the middle of practice had some words for you. Was that just kind of a pick me up for you, or what do you have to say?
Oh, nah, he was just pretty much telling me that he would make me better day in, day out. So, like, if I got any questions, just please, like, don't be hesitant to ask him and everything. So, like, we all got one goal in mind, and it doesn't matter. Like, we just finna be here together, and he's just trying to make me the best person that I can be.
Emotionally, what has your first camp been like? How do you feel when you've been waking up every day? When you're done with practice, what does it feel like you've accomplished?
It just pretty much like day in and day out to where like it feel good to where like I'm pretty much living my dream. This is all I wanted to be here. Like I always wanted to be in the NFL, so I can't take nothing. Like I can't take a day for granted, and I'm constantly just like so pretty much when I wake up, I'm always smiling. I'm always happy. I'm always ready to get to work. And then after that, even after practice or when I'm leaving, I'm constantly just trying to learn something new. Like that's one big thing that I got on my board is just go ahead and learn something new. Just go ahead and just keep improving 1%, and that will constantly get you to your next goal that you want to have in life.
All right, let's go to Sarah on Zoom for a few.
Go ahead, Chris Ross.
Hey Eric, first of all, will Christmas be at Grandma's house this year?
Sadly, no, because we got a Christmas game. So I feel like Christmas might be at my crib up here. So we might finally have our like first white Christmas, and that's something I can't wait for.
Cool. And secondly, football related, you mentioned earlier not to have any fear. Matt LaFleur said this morning you have the right mindset. You're not afraid to make mistakes. You're still relatively new to the game. Where did you develop that mindset?
Pretty much just like pretty much my little league, to where like especially like doing them drills like where where you both laying down, to where like you gotta do that head up tackle, like that's either gonna make you or break you, like that either gonna make you want to quit or make you not want to, like it'll either make you want to quit football, make you want to love football. So like y'all both laying down on y'all back and y'all gotta roll up and hit each other right then and there. So like that's pretty much just brain to free out, like pretty much gain every little thing that you need. So like you go bound to mess up, you go bound to do all this stuff, but it's just how you go respond to it, and that's what I take with it.
Stephen Garvey.
Just wondering, I know you and your Georgia teammate Tyson Campbell were drafted around the same time, but played the same position. I don't know how close you were, but have you all kind of kept in touch and kind of keeping tabs on each other? How do you help each other as y'all both kind of begin your NFL careers?
Oh yeah, like me and Tyson, like we always like if we send we always send each other something. Like it doesn't matter if it's on Snap, if it's through a text message, if it's through something. Like we always just try to keep in contact because we know for a fact that pretty much we was together in college and we still trying to do everything that we can to keep improving ourselves and keep improving our game. So like I know for a fact if he got any pointers that he don't learn or something that he'll think it would help me, he would tell me about it, and that's the same thing for me.
Bill Hubert.
Eric, quick on the snacks, I have a real question for you. Is it just you that you're the first round pick, or does Shamar get ripped on too?
You know what? It's really only me. Like I'm not even trying to do Shamar like that though. But it's really only me. Like Shamar helped me out one day. It was one day we went to Walmart and we went half on one. But the other like I done did it like 3 times. So the other ones it was all on me. And even when the snacks get low, everybody pointing at me. Like, they don't think about Sherm, they don't think about none of the other people that we got that's like first years as well. They always just come to me. And I mean, it comes with a price, you know. First round, that's what they always say, you got the big butts. And I'm like, and hey man, if I keep buying snacks, y'all team dinner or y'all little Ricky dinner or whatever y'all think, it's gonna be cut. So it's gonna be either or. Like, if y'all want me to keep buying snacks or what. So I gotta definitely get on to them about that now.
All right, and then, losing a couple reps to Davante, everybody, it's kind of cliche that corners have to have a short memory. But how do you get that? Like, I've been doing this job for 14 years, and I screwed up the other day, and it bothered me all stinking day. So how do you, like, your job, how do you get beat by Davante and just shrug it off and go on to the next one?
Hey man, like, hey, he's a 99 on math for a reason. Like, so like, that's one thing that I was like, when the first time he beat me, like, I mean, like, the first time I was going against him, I was like, yeah, man, I'm finna see what this 99 on math talking about. So it gave me like, yeah. And then when him and Roger beat me, I just looked at it like, hey, he's a 99 for a reason, man. And he just moved on to where, like, hey, man, I'm finna learn. I'm finna try to get up there with him. Because, hey, that math score, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that big time.
All right, we'll do two more. Darius Joshua.
Hey, Eric, kind of following up about obviously getting the reps going against top receivers like Montana. What is it like? I know it wasn't full pass day, but how much does that help? Just putting the pads on and making it feel more like football out there. How much does that kind of help you with both the warm process, both those drills, wrapping up teammates and that kind of thing?
Oh, it feels good. So like, you just know for a fact that you can actually thud somebody to where like you can actually wrap them up and just like get that full contact to where like you know that you didn't miss that tackle or you know that you didn't do this right. So like now like I could be more aggressive with my press or like with like my off. Like if a man come close where I actually got something legitimate to where I could hit instead of a shoulder to where my hand might slide, my hand might do this. But now with pads I can actually hit you and you will feel it. So it's just like different little things like that that you just get a little excited for when them pads come on.
And last one, Lance Brown.
Eric, the head coach gave you a pretty nice compliment today by saying that you went step for step with MVS and he certainly noticed it. Is that difficult for you to stay step for step with arguably the fastest guy in the team, or are you getting confident enough to say to some of these veteran receivers, hey, I'm going to be here all day, I'm going to be right with you every step of the way?
I mean, yeah, like this is one thing that you just gotta have. You gotta have that confidence. Like the moment that you start losing confidence is the moment that your play start dropping, and that's one thing that I refuse to let happen. Is to me to lose my confidence. So I'm gonna just come out there. If I lose a rep, all right, then bet there. You got me on this one, but guess what? I'm gonna go ahead and get you on another one. So like I'm just gonna keep that little competitive nature, that competitive edge on me to where like it doesn't matter who it is, who in front of me. I feel like I should win day in and day out.